Picture this: a riverbank at dawn, 130 million years ago. The water is still, the air is thick with humidity, and standing at the edge, motionless, is something that shouldn't exist. A predator caught between two worlds. We call it Baryonyx. But that name tells you almost nothing about what it actually was. And here's what should terrify you. We found one specimen, a juvenile. We've never seen a full-grown adult. In 1983, William Walker was exploring a clay pit in Surrey, England, when he found something extraordinary buried in the sediment. A massive curved claw, 31 centimeters along its outer edge. When paleontologists excavated the site, they discovered something that rewrote what we thought dinosaurs could be. Not just a predator, not just a fish-eater, something stranger, something that hunted where other predators couldn't follow. But here's what keeps paleontologists up at night. The skeleton they found belonged to a juvenile. The bones hadn't fully fused. This creature was still growing, and we have no idea how much larger the adults became. Think about that for a moment. What we know about Baryonyx comes from studying a child. Imagine standing at that riverbank where Baryonyx once stood. You're watching the water, and you realize it's watching you too. That skull, long, crocodilian, bristling with 96 conical teeth designed not to slice, but to grip. The snout expands at the tip into a rosette shape, the largest teeth positioned like a trap. Behind that, a notch in the jaw, precision engineering for preventing escape. Nostrils positioned far back, allowing it to breathe while most of its head remained submerged. The juvenile specimen measured somewhere between 7.5 to 10 meters long. Scientists estimate it weighed between 1 and 2 metric tons. But the bones tell us this creature wasn't finished growing. Some researchers suggest that fully mature adults could have reached 12 meters or more. That's 40 feet of apex predator. And those claws, the ones that gave this animal its name. In the juvenile, they measured 31 centimeters. Proportionally scaled to an adult body, we could be looking at claws approaching half a meter in length. Weapons capable of punching through flesh and scale in a single strike. The stomach contents tell us it ate fish, lepidotes, ray-finned fish with heavy silver scales. Acid-etched scales were preserved where the stomach used to be, direct evidence of its last meal. But they also found something else in that stomach cavity: bones from a young iguanodon, partially digested. So which was it? A fisher that occasionally scavenged? An opportunistic predator? Or something that understood it could hunt in ways other predators couldn't imagine? Let me offer you 3 possibilities. First, the bear. Picture Baryonyx standing at the water's edge, patient, utterly still. When fish pass close enough, the arm snaps forward with explosive speed. That claw, a grappling hook, pierces and lifts in one fluid motion. It's over in seconds. This is how grizzly bears hunt salmon in modern rivers. A simple, brutal efficiency. Second, the heron. Baryonyx wades into deeper water, moving with deliberate slowness. Each step calculated. It freezes, waits. Then, the head strikes downward faster than the fish can react, those conical teeth impaling prey before it knows it's been caught. The elongated skull cuts through water with minimal resistance, built for exactly this kind of attack. Third, the diver. And this is where it gets strange. In 2022, paleontologist Matteo Fabbri and colleagues published a study in Nature examining Spinosaurid bone density. What they found changed everything. Dense bones, unusually dense, the kind you find in penguins, in hippos, in animals that submerge themselves to hunt. Bone density indicates whether an animal can sink beneath the surface. Dense bone works as buoyancy control. The researchers compared cross-sections from 250 species. Baryonyx had bones almost completely solid throughout, not hollow like typical dinosaurs. Dense, heavy, built to sink. So imagine this: Baryonyx walks into deeper water, 1 meter, 2 meters. The water reaches its chest, then it keeps going. Those dense bones pull it down like natural ballast. It's underwater now, fully submerged. That narrow skull cuts through the murky river with minimal resistance. The jaws snap open and shut, strike after strike. It's hunting in 3 dimensions, in a space where most dinosaurs would drown. But there's debate. A 2024 study by Serrano and colleagues raised questions about whether the evidence is truly conclusive. They argued that buoyancy from air sacs within the body might have made Spinosaurus and potentially Baryonyx unsinkable. The force necessary to submerge fully would be more than the animal could reasonably generate. The truth is, we don't know. We can't know for certain. What do you think?